everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and I am excited to finally share the flip through of this layered envelope journal. And it is a vintage French themed journal with lots and lots of layers. I've got a tutorial showing how I make this version of a layered envelope journal with one envelope on the back cover, and we've got an ephemera holder sort of in the back of it. And then on the front, I went nuts with layers and envelopes. We've got this one here, we've got this one, and we've got this one. And then here is another envelope to start us off with our journal there. So I just love all of these layers, and every piece of paper and ephemera is authentic vintage. So I am loving this journal so much. One of my favorite journals that I made, just with my favorite pieces. I'm finally using the treasures and all that kind of thing. I do have a printable kit where you have a lot of the same pages. So you can see this is the front cover here, and I've got the other part here on the back, and here's the back of this, so you could print it double-sided if you wanted it as a page in a journal. We've got some vintage postcards, vintage French postcards. There's the seed packets like here, and we've got a whole bunch of different tags and envelopes and just different things, the pages and everything. So if you want to make something similar to this, then this kit is available to my beautiful Ruby patrons, and the Ruby patrons get access to every digital kit in my Etsy, plus printables as I release them each month. So this is my kit that I'm releasing in June, and yeah, there's like over 30 pages here, over 50 pieces of ephemera and different things. So even if you don't want to make this journal, if you just like the vintage French theme, then feel free to check that out. It's a mixed pack. And so let's get into the journal flip through. And here is a vintage French vocabulary card just in this seed packet that I've decorated, or this envelope. No, wait, it's a bag, paper bag, craft paper bag that I've decorated. And I love this, the writing here. We've got a little ticket piece or coupon. There is a pocket here with one of my tags, vintage French book page. And I love this script in this blue. I did go for a bit of a blue theme because blue is my favorite color. And there's a whole bunch of vintage French book pages throughout, a whole mixture of my tags that I've made, vintage French vocabulary card, some ledger, another tag. Isn't that just beautiful, that script? In here we've got some Art Deco paper from France, and another tag here with a label and some more paper. So there's just layers and layers everywhere. I love like the blue stamp. The ledger is just gorgeous. We've got a playing card, another tag, and library card, so you can write the details of the journal there if you would like. And then here we go. So going into the signature, authentic vintage French invoices and documents and ledgers. And then we've got vintage ledger pocket here, more tags and papers and handwriting, and oh my goodness, I love it. I've been holding on to this journal for quite a while because I just, even like this illustration's amazing, I just couldn't part with it. I really, because I've put my treasures in here, the things I've been hoarding for years, I just was considering keeping it, but I didn't intend to keep it when I made it. So what I want to do is make another one, but for me. So vintage French slide in there, that tag. Here's that postcard here, and you get 2 extra ones with the kit. So that one actually I will put up separate, but there's this in the kit too, that page. There's some pages like this in the kit, and pages like this one. There's a wine label and more book pages. And I love this tag here, so beautiful. Another vintage French postcard here, and very special, very, very special. I am excited to make myself one, and we'll see how it turns out now that it'll be for me. Although I struggle because This is not my style of journal in terms of the amount of ephemera in here and all of the pockets. I think for my journal, I don't know, I just want blank pages, but then it defeats the purpose because I want to use the treasures. So this is why it's so hard for me to make personal journals in this type of way, using the treasures, because when I make my journals, I just want it to be plain. I just want blank pages pretty much with a little bit of decoration here or there, but nothing too fancy. This gorgeous lace, vintage lace, and that vintage blue color, French blue, so pretty. So yeah, I'm hesitant I really want to make one for me, but I just know I don't use them when it comes to something like this. I like plain journals. Still beautiful, but plain. There is a large pocket here and a vintage French card tucked in there. And then there's a tag here. Now, this is a pocket here. This is where I created the ephemera holder at the back. So there's lots of pocket space to add lots of things in here. But I couldn't bring myself to cover this image. So this is why I wouldn't necessarily make one of these for me, because if I have pages like this, I just want to leave them. And a journal for me, I want to be able to fill it up with my own writing and my own ephemera. My favourite journals for my personal style is to use the ephemera that I pick up from everyday life. That's why I want blank journals, so I can put in my own ephemera. So I'm really unsure of how to incorporate the treasures in a personal journal, like whether I just do a blank journal and then glue on the treasures afterwards, as opposed to making a base with the treasures. I don't know. I'm still working it out, you guys. I'm still working it out. Anyway, I love this. This page is included in the kit as well. It's just beautiful. And here we've got a tag, collage tag, and more ledger and book pages, and just lots of goodies tucked in everywhere. This one has already sold, so I hope it is an absolute special treasure to the new owner. But I hope it also inspires anyone watching as well to give the layered envelope journal a go, because I have just fallen in love with it so much. Like, I don't usually hold on to my journals that I make, but this one I held on to for quite a while, just because I'm loving these layers. Oh, you guys, see, I'm inspired. Every time I look at this, I'm inspired to make one for me. I mean, maybe just to look at, because I wouldn't want to do anything different to these pages here. I wouldn't want to write on them. I would just decorate them, and then maybe I could, have this part as where I journal. I don't know. I would not know how to use that journal. I'll keep considering it, but now I've got this flip through, so I can look back at it for inspiration when I do attempt to make one for me. And I've got this beautiful blue button here, a clip just for an extra little fun detail, and then this clips here. So I don't know, I like this as it is by itself because of the neutrals, but I just wanted to add another layer for fun. So that does tie there, and then there is a ribbon to keep it all together, although the layered envelope journal sits in such a way that it's quite compact and it just looks lovely. This one's a little bit painful to part with. This one's a little bit painful, but I have a video recording it. We're all good. All right, guys, let me know if you would like to see me make one from start to finish. I'm considering doing that as one of the start to finish series over on my Patreon for one of the months, because every month I do a start to finish journal series with a different type of journal theme or style. I was considering doing one with this, like creating it into a sort of a workshop or a course or a class, but available on my Patreon. So it's a lot of work though, and I don't know if anyone's interested, so let me know if you are, and maybe I'll make one for me, and that could be my challenge to finally do it. I don't know, we'll see. I'm intimidated. You can tell I'm very intimidated by making one for me. Oh, anyway, hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.